Alright, we're doing things properly. We're investing. Nissan.
Stupid.
You might get yourself on OnlyFans.
I might get myself, I'll sell some feet pictures or something. No. Right. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
We've just bought 3 Fiestas into stock and we're going to go through with you guys the running costs, common faults and what we look out for on these vehicles. This Fiesta needs a new grille, bumper needs readjusting. But we've got a new front grille, so that's fine. It needs a machine polish really. Most black cars need a machine polisher, a bit of a nightmare.
Everyone paying £80, £100 an hour labour for the mechanics, right? This is all to do.
Well, I can't make it any worse.
No, it's broken. Should I put the handbrake on? Oh. Wow.
Hold on. Got one of them wide mouth grills. Hold on, I'll actually be able to get in now and just unclip it. Hold on.
The YouTube man made this look so much easier.
My hands are so sore. Cut! Right. Time lapse it.
I've got the tools out now.
Don't want to damage the paintwork.
The YouTube guy didn't have those tools.
No, he didn't. That's because the YouTube guy was not professional like us.
Oh, that's the one.
Dear Lord.
No, wait a minute, you're missing something.
What? Hair? Dick. I hope I've got the right grill.
Oh, that's a point. Should we have checked the part first?
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, I'll tell you what I've got.
Oh.
This was found in the boot of a car. Nothing
What's
like
the
a bit of
strangest thing you found in the boot of a car?
can't go into that. Placed there by somebody else.
It had 2 ends.
And it was made of rubber.
They're both... Ooh. Ooh.
It took less than 24 hours for this to arrive, so I was really super impressed. It arrived via DHL.
That's
and it was
all
like,
right,
it was, you know what it is? It was 40 quid. Boom. And the grill's now gone from being broken to now being completely fixed. Well, not yet.
Completely fixed.
It was because I had a little small hole in. Now, how many people, right, would leave that and just, not as it currently stands, but would have just sent that out as is? So, yeah.
I think that some people would be tempted to just leave that, but
yeah, it doesn't look right. So, if I can get the grill out. This will
already taken 15 times longer than the YouTube man. Oh.
You probably meant to remove the full bumper, but there we go. Oops.
Oh. Oh no. No, come on.
There we go. It's just little poppers, but they are quite. Another bit.
Some grill.
Le Grille.
More grill.
For those who are a fan of the Simpsons, Le Grille. What the hell is Le Grille? There we go.
Close.
Genuinely quite an alright job, in fairness. There we go.
Didn't even need to open the bonnet in the end. I thought I might have to. It's the right one, right?
It is the right one, yeah, 100%.
Is it?
Hold on. Make sure they're all okay, which they are.
Nice.
Look at that. Do we just yeet it in? Hold on. One, two. Yeah. Oh, hear that? Oh.
Perfect.
Look at, honestly, absolute Bobby Dazzler. Right, there we go. Job 1 done.
Perfect.
Yeah, so buyer's guide to a Ford Fiesta Mark 7. You fundamentals that we look at. So good history, 2 keys. It's HPI clear. We don't tend to stock non-HPI clear cars. Obviously always HPI vehicles, so there's multiple different avenues you can go down with that. We use Auto Trader. It's inbuilt in our package, and basically they pull the previous regs, they pull if it's been on finance, they pull if it's had any accident damage or anything like that. a car can still be accident damaged and not be on the register. So again, do your due diligence. Kind of things that we look out for when we sort of pick up cars or if they come in part exchange, panel gaps. More specifically on the Fiestas, you've got things like the little headlight clips. But these little clips here, get rid of that cobweb. So these can actually snap, and there's one just at the top of here. Just the plastic goes brittle over time, so don't let that put you off too much. But yeah.
Yeah, coolant tank, expansion tank's an issue on these? I know
Yeah,
on the
so,
STs.
So the STs, you can get the Mark 8 upgrade. Again, not really that much of a problem. Ford, in their wisdom, use plastic coolant lines for the expansion tank. They can sometimes snap, which causes a bit of a coolant leak. Very easy to service, very easy to maintain, brilliant little cars. Engine-wise on these, recommendation would be to go for either the 1.25 or the 1.5 diesel. Wouldn't bother with the EcoBoost. There's plenty on the internet to have a look at on the EcoBoost engine, the 1 litre wet belts. Peugeot are putting them in, Ford are putting them in. We'll never touch a wet belted car. Just as a general rule, you can't stand on them confidently and send it out and go, that's not going to bring us any headaches. They're just a complete nightmare. And it has reflected in resale prices. It's reflected in what they're worth. Really, they're not worth as much. Spec-wise, you'd start off really with the Z-Tech. Going up, you've got titanium models, which have slightly better spec. So yeah, what we tend to buy is decent mileage. I'll be honest with you, we really struggle to sell low mileage vehicles, and that sounds really crazy, but sometimes they don't look value. If you have something that's like 30,000 mile or 40,000 mile, sometimes the prices for the age of the vehicle are a little bit out. So we'll try and stock stuff that's sub 100,000, maybe just over 100,000, and it looks good value. You get a lot of car for your money. Earlier Fords had massive rust issues on the wings. You used to be able to put your thumb through them. They had massive rust issues on the sills. And they had rust issues where the bumper meets the rear arch, so they rub over time, and then you get a lovely bleb of rust just here, and it happens on both sides of the bumper. Another thing to bear in mind on these is rear axle bushes, very prone to wearing out. Not a massive job if you go polyurethane, because they can be pushed in and you can burn the old ones out. Diesel ones are free tax, which is great. And the 1.25 engines, depending on, you go for, I think, around about £35 a tax. So they are cheaper to tax. Huge amount of the gallon. So you're looking at, on the diesels, you're looking at about 65 mile to the gallon. That's the lowest one it'll go. If you're like sort of just tootling around town, you know, maybe 50 to 60 mile to the gallon. Super frugal, but there's no major issues with these, really. There's nothing that you would stay away from apart from the 1 litre EcoBoost engines. On some of the titanium ones, I'll show you on this one that we've got in, actually the silver one. So this one's awaiting prep, but on the titanium you get things like daytime running lights, you get nicer wheels. So you get a little daytime running light down here, which you can tend to get on the Fiesta STs as well. So it's nice along there, that'll illuminate. Like Mark said, it's waiting for prep, but this, you get things on a small car, you get things like cruise control, which is really nice. You get folding mirrors, which is a nice little option. You've got the Sony infotainment system. But this is prime example of value for money. This is on 102,000 miles. One previous keeper. So, you know, like the one previous keeper's had that a while. It's been looked after. It's 102,000 miles, but honestly, it'll keep running and running and running with it being a diesel. So something like that is what we would usually go for. Petrols only go for the 1.25, so they do a 1.4 variant, which again is not that bad, but I'll be honest with you, if you go for the 1.4, you get a slightly bigger displacement, but you're probably sacrificing on tax costs, fuel efficiency, insurance costs. You know, most of these cars are first-time learner drivers, or they've just passed your test. So the 1.25 is the lovely sweet spot. This is the 1.25. Again, no real problems with the 1.25s. Occasional misfires, which you'll tend to find either coil packs, HT leads, or plugs. But we really tend not to find any issues with the 1.25 engines. They're a good little motor. Yeah, cheap to maintain as well. So yeah, the parts are cheap. Shocks, springs, exhausts, brakes, all that sort of stuff is very cheap to maintain, so it's not going to break the bank. This one's up for sale at the moment, 4,195.
4,150?
4,150.
4,150.
For 150, well, you've just got a £45 discount, so that's brilliant.
There you go. Come and say you watch the YouTube channel. It's
so
for 150.
For 150 for this one, and I think we'll do a sort of a video on costs and what it stands us and everything like that. And we'll be putting some context in to sort of how much it costs to run a dealer like this, or like, you know, insurances, rent, but we'll go through all of that in another video and kind of give you the cost breakdown of running the costs of a dealership. And then that kind of, when we start telling you sort of prices of what we paid, prep, it'll kind of give a bit more context. So yeah, fingers crossed it'll show a little bit more in depth of how much it costs to run a dealer, the potential profits that are there, the potential pitfalls that are there, and yeah, what we have to do on a daily basis.